Hi guys, it's Sherry. So today we're going to be making a pair of earrings and we're going to give it a hammered metal look. And I chose these stones to use and I just find them to be absolutely gorgeous, and I think this is going to be a great set of earrings. So I have my Primo clay. This is black, rolled out to my second thickest setting, and then I have two oval cutters as well. So the first thing we're going to do is we are actually going to get our aquarium fish filters, and we will first kind of just texture the piece of clay with the filter first. These earrings are very simple to make and they look absolutely gorgeous. So once you get that done, take your ball tool and then just kind of, we are going to just put little dots everywhere. And I'm going to be using both sides, so we have different size circles all over, or indents I should say. And I'm going to use my smaller one. Okay, now I'm going to get a bigger ball tool. And then I'm going to do the same thing. So I just want to use all different sizes to really give this a nice texture. And then I'll use the next size up. And I like to start out with the small and work my way up so it blends real nice together. All right, and then I will once again just take my filter, and then you will have this beautiful texture. So now I'm just going to cut out two of these, and then two of my small ones. I'm actually going to separate these just a tad bit. And I'm just going to get, there we go. So I'm just going to kind of lay this how I want these earrings to be. Okay, so my first step is I would like to put my earring pieces on. So I'm going to put my stones down first. And then I am just going to kind of distort this just a bit. So I'm going to give it some different shape because I don't really want it to be oval. I want it more to look like a piece of metal by the time I am complete with this. I actually think I'm going to go up a size because I feel like that's going to be too small. So let's just cut out two more of our larger ones. I'll put that right in the middle. And then we will distort this piece as well. And if you feel like some of your little textures got messed up, you can just redo it after you formed it. So I'm just going to add a little bit more texture in different areas here. And I'm not going to go too crazy with it. Just a little bit here and there. And then I will take my sponge once again and just kind of go over, smooth everything out that way. Okay. I want to take my black clay and I'm going to run it through my pasta machine. I'm going to start out on the thickest setting. And then I'm going to fold and start running it long ways, and I'm going to go down one notch, and then I'll fold it and go down one more notch. So it'll be on my third thickest setting. And now I'm going to cut out a thin slice here. I'll put this one off to the side. Make sure your edge is straight. And then carefully go around your stone. And then slice it right at the edge. So now I want to make sure this is completely connected. So just blend your two pieces together. And you see how it comes up a little bit? I am just going to go right and press right down carefully right around my stone. And now it will look like that stone is wrapped in metal. Let's do the same thing to the next one. And look how beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, these are going to be so pretty. All right, so now I want to do a little bit thinner than I did for the other ones because these stones don't need a thick piece. So I'm just going to recut, make sure my line is straight, and then I will go thinner this time. And honestly, I am just guessing on the thickness. So you may have to readjust it. I just been kind of lucking out here on my guess. So I'm going to go around my little stone. And then, oops. And now I will just push this right up and over. Make sure that's blended nicely. And I want as much of my stone to show. So if it gets covered up too much, just take your other tool and just press that down just a tiny bit to get what you want to show. And I'm going to blend this a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so now to do something slightly different, I want to take this off very carefully, and I actually want to edge out my stone because I want to be able to see that gorgeous stone in the back. And I'm thinking if I use this, it should be the right size. You know what? Maybe I could do a small circle. Okay, so on the back, I want to do something a little bit different. So let's see how exactly we are going to wear these. So I want these to be a little bit different. Come on, come off. All right, so first thing you're going to do is see exactly how you want to wear them. And I'm thinking one pair we could connect like that, and one pair we could connect like that, just to kind of make it a little fun and different. And I just want to see, before I make that commitment, what the length will be different on these. And I don't like the length being different. I'm funny about that. I don't mind slightly off, but not too much. So they will probably connect that close to each other. And these ones will connect maybe I should just go down like that. Yeah. All right. So that's how I'm going to do it. Make sure everything is where you want it to be. I am going to put my holes in these right away. And I want to make sure that everything will line up perfectly. So I'm going to put this hole right here. Do not go too close to the edge, because if you go too close to the edge, you will ruin your piece. So my next step is I actually need to make sure I have enough room that my piece will not break. So that's how I am ultimately going to decide how this lays. So I know I want this to be right at the top. So we need to go here. Make sure you have plenty of clay there, because you do not want your piece to break. So I'm just going to push that clay right down. I'm keeping it in the hole, and I'm pushing it down to make sure. And I do. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure I had plenty of room on that. And then I will connect this right in the middle here. Okay, so once we know where our holes are, now I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to put this on my sponge and then carefully line up where I think my stone is. And I have a heart cutter, and then I am going to push down. Come on. And carefully take that out. And we could clean that up afterwards. So you'll have this beautiful heart on the back, and once we clean it up, you'll see all that beautiful stone. So now I'm just going to now I'm just going to re-smooth out my top here because I don't want it marked up from the sponge. I always feel like the sponge was a little too soft, so I'm gonna try it a different way. So for this one, I'm just gonna lay it down and carefully there we go. That was much better. So don't use a sponge. It was a little too soft on that one. And then you don't get all those weird marks from the sponge. Now I just want to make sure my area is exactly how I want it. I am actually going to take this and kind of push that down as well to re-flatten that. So beautiful. This is going to be really cool. So make sure everything is exactly how you want it. If you want to add a couple more little indents, do that now. Make sure your piece is flat because you want it to bake flat. So I can see like certain areas here kind of pulling up, so I'm gonna just kind of push it back down with my little tool here. I'm gonna put this in at 275 for a half hour, and then we will come back and finish this. And don't forget to do the tops of your earrings as well. I almost forgot about that. So I want to make sure that I'm putting my holes straight above the other holes. Okay, perfect. 275, half hour. Okay guys, so my pieces are out of the oven and look how beautiful these are. I am super excited because I know these are going to come out just absolutely gorgeous. So I am actually going to do a bronze and a silver. I want to do multi-metal look. Anybody that watches my videos knows that's my favorite thing to do. So I just have my silver and bronze paint, and we are going to go right over these guys. So I think I'm going to do the bigger ones silver and then the smaller ones bronze. So I will start out with my bronze. Okay, let that dry and then do a second coat. All right, so everything is completely dried, and now we just need to clean up our pieces. So I want to get the inside of my hearts here all nice and clean. So now I'm going to get a Q-tip. And I have a tiny bit of rubbing alcohol. Squeeze it out because you don't need a lot. And just clean up the inside of your heart. Look how beautiful that looks, guys. I love these little extra details on certain pieces. And now we'll get the front. I like to just get real close to the edge with my tool. Because I don't want my rubbing alcohol near the edge. If you get too close to your edge and you take the paint off, you could just put it back on, because you can see here, that's what I did. But I'll do that last. This is such a smooth stone that a lot of times you could just take your towel, once you loosen the paint up, and just wipe it right off like that. Okay, so now I want to get black paint. And I just want a small amount. I'm going to get a brush that was already wet. And then I am just going to go right over the front of this. And then wipe it off. And now we'll see all the detail of the hammered look. This gives it a nice antique style, and then you can see all the detail on top of it of the hammered look that you gave it. Okay, and then lastly, get a tiny bit of your bronze and a tiny bit of your shining silver. Get your brush, and we want to get this on here, but we want to take most of this off. And then we will just go over very carefully, just kind of do like almost a dry brush, because we don't want to take all that black off that we just did, but we don't want it all being black. We want the silver to still shine. I absolutely love these. They are so pretty. Okay, let that all dry. Figure out how you were planning on doing these. Let me see here. This one and this one. Like that. Nope, that one there. Trying to find my little holes here. Okay, that's a hole there. And that's a hole there. Did I not put a second hole? Yeah. Okay. Like that. And then like that. All right, so I know I have to redo my holes because they look like they're slightly kind of clogged with paint. Those ones are good. Fix that. There we go. That went like that. Nope, right there. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry a little bit longer before we put anything together, but you can see how gorgeous these earrings are going to look. I am super thrilled about this. I think they are going to be absolutely stunning. So let's let these completely dry 100%, and then we will put these together and be done with this project. My pieces are completely dried. They're ready to be put together and they look fantastic. I am super excited about this, guys. So the first thing you want to do is get your jump ring. And I am actually using yellow gold because I want to go with the 3 tones of different metals. So I am going to go with the yellow gold. And all you do is connect your pieces together and close them. Okay, so I have my fish hook earring, and then you take it and carefully turn, and then you place it on. Make sure the part that goes in your ear is always facing the back of the earring so it lays correctly. And then reclose. Come on, go down. And look how stunning that is. Absolutely gorgeous. I love these. I love the little heart there to show the back of the stone. Just beautiful. Do the same thing. Oops. And there you go, guys. A gorgeous pair of earrings. You can put gloss on these. You could leave them the way that they are. It's up to you how you guys want to do it. You have the little detail in the back. And then the fronts are just beautiful. I really hope you guys enjoyed creating these pieces with me. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.